My name is Lila. I am 32 years old. I live alone in a small apartment in the city. The walls are white, but they feel cold. I am lonely. Very lonely. Sometimes I feel invisible, like the world moves without me. I was married once. For 5 years. But it ended quietly. No shouting, no drama. Just emptiness. He left, and I stayed. I stayed with the memories, with the silence, with the ache in my chest. I tried to work, tried to smile, but inside I felt hollow. Every night, I cried softly into my pillow. One rainy evening, I heard a knock on my door. I wasn't expecting anyone. My heart jumped. I peeked through the peephole. A man stood there. Soaked. His hair stuck to his forehead, his coat dark from the rain. He looked lost. "Hello. I'm sorry. I think I'm in the wrong building," he said softly. His voice was gentle. I hesitated. Usually, I wouldn't let a stranger in. But something in his eyes made me open the door. It's cold out. "Come in," I said. He smiled faintly, stepping inside. "Thank you." I didn't know where else to go. He stayed a little while. We talked quietly. His name was Daniel. He seemed kind. He didn't rush, didn't demand anything. Just talked softly about ordinary things, coffee, the rain, the books on my shelf. Days passed. He came often. Sometimes he brought tea. Sometimes he just sat, reading while I cooked. We shared small moments, quiet moments. I found myself laughing again, softly, in a way I hadn't in years. One evening, we sat on the sofa. My apartment smelled of cinnamon from the tea. "Lila, you seem happier," he said. His eyes were searching. I smiled, a little sadly. "Maybe. A little." He reached for my hand. Warm hands. Gentle. "I like seeing you smile." The world outside felt far away. Just him, just me, the quiet ticking of the clock. I started waiting for him. My heart felt something it hadn't felt in years. Hope. A small, trembling hope. Weeks passed. We shared meals, walks in the park, small stories from our lives. He listened when I talked about my past. I listened when he spoke about his. He never judged. Never demanded. He just stayed. But one night, everything changed. I returned from work and found a letter on my door. My hands shook as I opened it. It was addressed to me, but in Daniel's handwriting. "Lila, I am sorry. I can't stay. I have someone waiting for me, my wife." I read the words again and again. My heart broke into pieces. I couldn't breathe. My hands went cold. My legs felt weak. He had a wife. He had lied. Every smile, every gentle touch, every quiet evening, we were never meant to be. I didn't see him that night. I didn't call. I just sat on the floor, shaking. My apartment felt empty, colder than before. The rain tapped against the window, louder, angrier, mocking. I cried until I couldn't cry anymore. My pillow was soaked. My chest hurt so badly it felt like it would break. I whispered his name over and over. Daniel. Daniel. Days passed. I didn't leave the apartment. I barely ate. I barely spoke. The world moved outside, but I stayed frozen. Then, one morning, I saw him. He was across the street, with a woman I didn't know. They held hands, laughing. My chest tightened. My throat burned. I wanted to scream. I wanted to run. But I only watched. Silent. Heartbroken. Weeks later, I found a small note slipped under my door. Lila, I am sorry. I never meant to hurt you. You deserved truth. I will always remember you. I held the paper to my chest. Tears fell again. But slowly, I realized something. I had survived. I had felt love again, even if it was brief. Even if it ended. I started walking again, slowly. I bought flowers for my small apartment. I cooked meals for myself. I smiled at strangers on the street. I let the sunlight touch my face, even if it was brief. I never saw Daniel again. I never wanted to. But I kept the memory of his warm hands, his soft voice, the quiet evenings we shared. They reminded me that even after loss, even after betrayal, I could feel. I could love. I could heal. One night, I sat by my window, a cup of tea in my hands. The city lights twinkled below. I whispered to the empty room, I am stronger now. I will live. I will love, again. And for the first time in a long time, I believed it.